So we are here with Dr. Ivandro Monteiro that just launched his English version of the book We Change by What We Do. So Ivandro, can you explain a little bit more the motivation behind writing this book?
First of all, thank you very much for the interview. We live in a world, the narrative of victimization is getting higher and higher. The more we accept we are victims, the less power we have to make the changes that we need to do in our lives. Because with great power comes great responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility.
The uncle of Spider-Man said, we need to empower ourselves with responsibility in order to spend our energy in the things that we can do and the things that we can control, and accept what we can't. If we don't want to get frustration or negative emotions, if we don't expect from the things we can't control, that means that everything above zero is something that we are winning. So it's really important to see the world in a world of abundance where we can add value to each other. The best way to keep our energy is to increase the amount of competence and responsibility and reduce the narrative of victimization.
Very good. And emotional intelligence is also a topic that I'm personally very interested about, and I would like to know your opinion on how important is emotional intelligence in business, corporations and founders?
That's a great question. The best way to have a good emotional intelligence to invest in yourself first, because the more you know yourself, the more authentic you are. If you know yourself, you don't have to think how you should be with other people. The more authentic I feel in the relationship with other people, the more I can trust you because you communicate the way you are and not the way I expect. The more we worried about what other people think about us, I would not say the more fake we become, but I would say that the less authentic we become. So I'm starting to worry of what you think. I'm changing my behavior and my words and my narrative, worrying with something that I cannot control, which is your judgment. You're gonna feel me more insecure if I do that. So I'd rather be myself, and if I'm myself, I'm being authentic. So I can improve my skills and my ability to get to high performance or to get into a state of flow in my knowledge or my competence because of that. So let's be more authentic, accept the differences, and keep talking with each other.
Yeah, for sure. Connection is very important, especially here in the summit. We speak a lot about that. And I'm also interested about what are the habits that we can build to take care of our mental health so we don't burn out, because entrepreneurs have a tendency to just burn out more easily than...
Yeah, that's a really good question too. So the first thing that I would suggest to do, like one of the first rules of life, is to respect your body, respect the biology. There's no mental health without a healthy body. So everything starts with the respect of sleep, exercise, and food. So the more we take that out of the equation because we take care of it, then we can go to the second layer of development to manage life in a better way, which is our psychological state, which is the way we think, the way we regulate our emotions, and the way we behave. And that's in my power zone. So I can develop the skill to choose what I think, and because the way I think influences my emotions and my thoughts, the quality of my emotions and the quality of my thoughts influences what I do. And only then I can move to the third level of personal development, which is the social area and the professional area. So I need to take care of my skills to keep my competence by having a more balanced way to deal with social life, the people I'm surrounded, and the way I choose to improve my competence. Because your skills are always influenced by the people that you are surrounded. So if we don't respect that, and if we're not aware of that, somehow we're going to start boycotting our way to the success that we want. So if I do that in that third level, then I can go to even a deeper level, which is the spiritual level. It's where I can develop the mindset of a winner, the mindset of a world of abundance, instead of being limited by a narrative of scarcity. Because the beliefs that we have, if we are not aware of those beliefs, then we block ourselves and boycott the changes that we say that we want, but we actually are not doing the process to get there.
Very good. So, to finalize, what is your mission and why you are here today at the Unicorn Summit?
I'm here today because the organization invited me to be here.
Like the answer.
So, first of all, I'm here with a gratitude I truly appreciate. But the thing or the message that I think that can wrap up everything is that everywhere, in every company, in every country, in every problem that we have in the world, what connects us all is being humans. So the more we go into the detail of what defines us all, whether you are working in a micro company or in a big company, quality and the quantity of suffering is pretty much the same everywhere. So suffering is part of life. And nowadays we have a kind of idea or fake idea that we cannot suffer, we are not allowed to suffer, we all have to be happy people, like that we should be happy all the time. And the only way to be happy all the time, it's with mental illness or with drugs. So happiness, it's temporary moments that you choose to live with your life. If we appreciate the moments that we can choose to live, because the good moments you choose, the bad moments they come to you, but the moments we choose to live in a well manner, those moments gives us the emotions that when we start using language to appreciate the emotions, we develop the sentiments, and the sentiments accumulated bring us the state of humor. So that subjective perspective that when we say, I don't know, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling bad, but I truly don't know why, that's our humor. But the humor comes with interpretations that came with the sentiments, and the sentiments come from the emotions that are lived in the actions and the experiences. So all comes to what we do. If we choose to do what we can within our power zone, then we can have more carpe diem moments where you can appreciate life to balance with the things that you cannot control and that you have to accept. So everything will become a much brighter and mature life if you learn how to give meaning to suffering, to become more mature and not bitter. And unfortunately, most people, they don't know how to give meaning to the suffering, and they choose to avoid the thinking. That's why they become bitter. But in an evolutionary perspective, you only think in your life when you are in pain. And the more you avoid the pain, the more you think about it. So the best message that we can bring from this experience is that the more you accept the pain and you learn how to give meaning to the suffering, then you will find the solutions. And that's the objective of suffering. The suffering is a kind of a evolutionary perspective that our biology offers us, making you think about the problem to solve it and to bring solutions. When you solve it, you bring relief. So you're not the pain. You use the pain to become a better version of you. That's why we change by what we do.
Very good. If you didn't read the book yet, it's a must. I read the Portuguese version, had some exercise at the end, and I love that. Not many books have that. I only read two. One was yours, and the exercise at the end are very good, and this really help you change not the way you think, but the way you act. Become more aware of your actions, and your thoughts is very important in order to change. And I like that a lot.
And that's why you developed at the end the four biggest skills that the Stoicism brings. So because if you know yourself, you will become more courageous facing your fears. You will regulate better your emotions. You will become a much more fair and just person. And if you articulate everything, you will become more wise, which is the fourth Stoic virtue.
Very good. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.